Love it, love it. Well, as you all know, we have been having one a wonderful person to conduct a welcome message from our steering committee to all of you. And we have been able to feature several members of our steering committee so far throughout these trainings, but we're excited today to bring to you Gisele Fong, who's the program manager for the California Endowment and has been part of the supportive network of Long Beach Gives since its inception. Gisele is the program manager for California Endowment, has also served as the executive director of End Oil, which also known as the Community for Clean Ports. She has also worked as an educator and trainer of ethnic studies, Asian American studies, and United States history in several universities. We're excited to have her here today to share with all of you a message. And I'd like to bring to the floor Gisele today. And I'm going to spotlight you there. I'm going to stop share first, forgive me. And Gisele, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Christina. I don't think I can match your energy though. I'm kind of hot in my living room today, but I'll try to match it. I love how the energy that you bring to this group. I'm loving also reading all of the introductions and hellos from the chat to kind of familiarize myself with this incredible body of work and leaders in our community. So really just want to thank everyone. And I'm going to keep this short. I mean, the 2 bullet points are thank you and we're cheering you on. So just by way of introduction, my name is Gisele Fong. I'm a program manager at the California Endowment. I've been at TCE for about 4 years. We just finished up our Building Healthy Communities initiative in March of this year. Prior to that, we had a 10-year initiative here in Long Beach called BHC Long Beach, and I had the honor of being our program manager for our Long Beach site, which was one of 14 different place-based sites around the state. And in that time, just had such a incredible time getting to know so many of our community-based organizations here in Long Beach that were really, working to improve the health of all folks in California, in Long Beach, but particularly those that come from and are in most impacted communities. Our mission at TCE is to improve the health of all Californians. And the all Californians is really like a critical piece of that, right? Because if all of us are well, if the most impacted Californians are well, then all of us are well. And I think that that's a lesson that we have learned so clearly throughout this pandemic. And I think, the other piece of it is just kind of by way of talking about our foundation is that, when we think about health, we're obviously not just talking about doctors' offices, right? We're not talking about our individual proclivities. Do you eat well? Do you exercise well? We are talking about what is all in our environment, what makes us healthy or unhealthy. And I really just want to make the connection that, when I look at the organizations that are part of Long Beach Gives, you all are doing the work, right? So that when we're talking about health, we're talking about land, we're talking about housing, we're talking about food, we're talking about environment, we're talking about school, we're talking about all the different kinds of structures and institutions that either keep us well or keep us unhealthy. And so I just really want to give a shout out to so many of our friends and colleagues that are on this call today. A couple of other things I think I just wanted to touch upon is that, as we have all weathered this this pandemic, I think it's incumbent upon us to see the connection between us, right? I mean, that the real ways that we can be so proud of Long Beach for the response, whether it's direct relief or whether it's our health department and the kinds of ways that we have responded to the pandemic, or in terms of our vaccine efforts throughout the city, is that would not happen without the really strong connection between community organizations, the strong connection between organizations and the people that we serve. And so while I could look at this list, of folks and think about what are the specific works that each of you do, and definitely cheer you on and applaud you for the specific works, I think additionally what I wanted to talk about and just really underscore is that the ways that you all help us to create a more connected city, again, lifts us all up. And I just really wanted to thank you all for that. let's see, what else do I have to say? The last thing I'll just say is that really excited for this workshop and the resources for you all to use data to tell your story, to make your case, because I think that each of you have, you know, such compelling work, and the more that we can do to bump up your story, to bump up, to use data to actually talk about the needs in our communities, but also more importantly to talk about what are the real solutions that are coming from you all, coming from our community members, the better. And you know, I think that that in many ways, so many of our community organizations are well-kept secrets, right? And so I think I applaud our Long Beach Gives staff and steering committee for really championing, you know, that we want to rally together to lift up all of our Long Beach nonprofits and community-based organizations, and you all are a part of that. So that is my welcome, and again, thank you, and cheering you on. Passing it back to you, Christina.
Gisele, thank you so much. And yes, applause. I'm seeing applause from all around. Thank you so much, Gisele, for that message and for really the support of our entire nonprofit sector, and encouraging this, as you always have, as much collaboration and community support. One of the things you said is, you know, really kind of our unsung heroes in all this are community members. And I absolutely want to acknowledge and recognize the need for the community's influence, desires, ideas in all of this. So as much as we're tapping into all of our community members, please repay that, you know, lift up their voices just as much, and have it be recognized that this is really coming from Long Beach's heart. So thank you again, Gisele. Thank you all of you. We appreciate you joining us today, Gisele, and appreciate all of you joining us as well.